Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Richard Burns, and I'm holding in the role with Mr. Gray Fox and Big Bad Harold.
When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Holding the Road with Mr. Gray Fox, Big Bad Harold. Today, we had the pleasure of sitting down with the good brother, Mr. Richard Burns. Richard, how you doing, good brother?
Man, I'm doing great, man. What about yourself?
I can't complain about it. You understand what I'm saying? You know what? Better yet, I could, but you know, that's the time. That's, you know what I mean, for another time or whatever. Today, we're going to get to know you and all about you and what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, we like to highlight the movers and the shakers. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
In the 850 area code, you know what I mean? And brother, you are definitely one of those movers and shakers. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
Now, help me out here now. You artist,
Yes.
athlete, boxer,
Yes.
politician, movie director.
Yes.
We're going to get into all that, good brother. We're going to get into all that. We're going to get into all that. All right, check it out. Now, you from Quincy?
Yes, I was born and raised in Quincy. I've been living there all my life.
Oh, yeah? Class of?
Class of 1993.
1993. Young man.
Young man. Graduated from James A. Shanks High School.
What is it?
James A. Shanks High School.
That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, college, military?
Yes, actually, I have 10 more months left, and I'll have my doctor's degree.
Doctorate?
Mm-hmm.
In what?
Business administration.
That's exactly what's up.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what's up. Man, I don't know where we want to go first. Let's go with the oh no. We like to ask this question. What's your favorite genre of music?
My favorite
Genre of music. Rap, R&B.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess it will be in stages.
And stages.
If you'd asked me a few years ago, some years back, I'd have told you rap.
Right.
Now I'm at that stage in my life. Now I like to listen to more mellow music, so it'll be more soul and R&B and stuff like that.
Brother, I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. I'm the same way. Favorite R&B artist, top 5 all time.
Top 5 all time. Michael Jackson would definitely be my favorite.
Okay.
All right.
And it was all because of the energy and everything that he put into it.
Mhm.
It was like an art. And I'm one of those kind of people that I love when a person really work on their craft.
Yes, sir.
And he was one of those ones that really worked on their craft. So he was a real inspiration to me.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, he was an inspiration for the music that I do. I wanted to be creative. I wanted my music to sound different.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what he did to the culture. He made his music sound different. You knew it was a Michael Jackson song.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And that's why when you listen to my music, you be like, you can't put a tag on it and say, okay, that's such and such kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
You be like, it sounds like a mixture between older music, new
Right.
music,
Right.
got a new flavor to it,
Mhm.
and that's the way I wanted my music to be because people like him inspire me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Number 2, I would have to say, is a female artist, Donna Ross.
Okay.
Oh, now that's very unique. We ain't never heard that one.
Yeah. I never heard that one.
Yeah, and the reason I say this is because people like her inspired Michael Jackson
Right?
Yeah.
with the sound that he had.
Mhm.
She was an inspiration to him. And see, when you go back and you listen to a lot of her music,
Mhm.
if you go back and listen to her song off of the Mahogany
Okay.
movie soundtrack, that song actually, if you go back and really listen to it, it inspire you because just like what y'all doing now,
Mhm.
y'all got your thing going on where you doing your podcast,
Right.
branching out and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Her song on that Mahogany album give an inspiration to where you want to be in life, where you going in life.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I was listening to a lot of that, and some of her songs were like that in that category. So I was like, you know, I love how she did it, and then it showed how she went from being a worker in a clothing factory to a top notch
entertainer.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Legendary. Oh yeah.
3.
My third one would be Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tupac, of course, you know, he changed the culture and stuff like that there, and the fact that he was able to do it in 25 years, you know, speak volumes.
Oh man.
Yeah, that speak volumes. The work ethic that he put into it. That make him one of my top favorites because of the energy, the work ethic, and the fact that he was like he didn't like, you know, like a lot of people, you know, they have to plan out stuff and do this kind of stuff, and a lot of time when you plan out stuff, it don't work out like you want it.
Right.
So it kind of, you drag it along and it take a long time to do it. Him, he would just get in there and just do it. And I'm that kind of person. That's why people are talking about, well, how you doing this? How you doing that? How you doing that? Because I don't think about it.
Right.
I just get in there and just let the impulse of God just get in me, and I just do it.
Right.
I don't walk in no category or anything that I'm doing with fear. So if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. That's how I think.
Yeah.
And people like him, if he say we're gonna be an actor, if he say we're gonna be a musician, if he say we're gonna put out 100 albums, he didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If you sit back right now and say, man, I'm gonna do 100 albums by 2 more years. In your mind going to telling you, nah, that's impossible.
Yeah.
But if you get rid of the fear part of it, you'll be able to do it. Because you won't think about it. You'll just get in there and just do it. And that's how I've been living my life for a long time now. That's how come when people out there talking about, oh, he a politician, he boxing, he a musical artist, oh, he a movie producer now, oh, he an actor now. That's because I don't walk in things with fear. I step into it and be like, okay, if I can do it, I say, if I say I can do it, I can do it.
Right.
If I want to be an astronaut tomorrow, trust me, I'll be flying. I'll be an astronaut tomorrow. That's just how I think.
Right.
Like when I was in school, I had a lot of fear in elementary. I was afraid to express myself and do things that I wanted to do. So once I overcame that fear, and I'm gonna be honest with you, what made me overcome that fear was actually boxing, because I didn't want to fight when I was young. My daddy got me into karate. And I used to be scared to death when I first started. But once I started overcoming that fear, I realized that person is just a man, or that's just an event. And we bigger than life. So it made me overcome that there. But people don't realize the at first kids used to pick at me and all that kind of stuff when I was young. Oh, you ain't karate. But they don't realize something. That karate changed my life.
Wow.
It made me overcome fear. And fears are the enemy. So, in every aspect of my life, I had a teacher to tell me in 4th grade that I wasn't gonna make it. Told me I wasn't gonna make it. But guess what? That same teacher, I done surpassed them with the educational.
Right.
Yeah. Told me I wasn't gonna make it. I had another teacher to tell me the same thing in 10th grade. But each one of those teachers, when you go back, both of them stopped their bachelor's degree. Here I am about 10 months away from getting a doctor's degree. So I let people like them inspire me instead of kill my my courage and what I was trying to do. And I stepped out on faith, man. And when I tell you everything I do now, I try to take it through.
Man, let me tell you something. You answering so many of my damn questions that I was gonna ask you on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking you your favorite already. You understand what I'm talking about? Well, we gonna get into that, man. Right. Man, you just said so much right there. No, you know, and I feel you, bro. I feel
appreciate
you. Like why in the we'll get into that when we get into it, because your politics. Let's go with number 4, bro. Who number 4? Because you got me intrigued with this list right here. You understand what I'm talking
about?
Number
4 would probably be I have so many, but I would probably say Biggie Smalls. But at the same time, Biggie is not what inspired me when it came to music. It's just the fact that in 24 years he was able to do all the things he did as well. But I would have him neck and neck with people like LL Cool J now. Yeah. Because coming up as an artist, I couldn't sing. I couldn't rap when I was coming up. Like I said, when I overcame that fear, that's when I decided to step into that world. But people like LL, I would look at them and say, if I seen myself as an artist, it would be like LL. You know, I would wanna cling to the rap to like women or You know, to kind of bring that charisma to it. You know what I'm talking about? Have a swagger with it. You know what I'm talking about? So that's how I saw that.
I see a little bit of that in Bluetooth Love. That's what I'm talking about. Number 5.
Number 5 would be I'm gonna tell you what inspired me. Digital Underground, which was a group that Tupac was in.
That's Shock G though.
Yeah, I like that. How they
sound Shock G.
Exactly. I like that how they sounded different. You know, like when the rap was going at a certain pace, they changed it up. Yeah. And remember, they was even talking about it in the song about Hammer. You know, cause that's during the time Hammer was out, and then they was pretty much talking about how Hammer would have to do this and that and the other, because they knew their sound just sounded so different. Than the rest of them. So that's why when people go back in 2005, a lot of people be listening to my music now, talking about Bluetooth Love and all the other songs I have right now. But what they don't realize was I was rapping at first, and my name was Icon. They probably heard my stuff on the radio, but just didn't know that was me. Right. But I had a song to go to number 1 on the radio station in 2005 called Guilty Dance.
It's called what?
Guilty Dance.
Give to Dance?
Guilty Dance.
Guilty Dance.
Yes. People don't even know that was me. Because my name was Icon. See, they think the music I'm doing now. Right. It's the music that I started with. No, I've been doing it. Matter of fact, the guy that's on the move with me, he goes by the name OK, his real name O'Kendrick. Yeah. But me and him started out doing music years ago in 2003. Yeah. And me and him, we actually was getting ready to get signed by a huge record label in 2003. I'm talking right off our first 3 songs alone. Right. They paid for us to come to Atlanta. They paid for my parents to come. The whole 9 yards. We stayed down there the whole weekend. But I'm gonna tell you something. And that's what these young artists today, they gotta understand. When you're in the music business, you need to know the business part of it, because the business part can mess you up on the back end. And not only that, but you can get screwed over by companies if you don't know the business part of it. And what happened then, the fact that I was just getting into music, the one that had produced our music didn't tell us that if we didn't own the file to the music, we didn't own the music. We thought since the music was in our name for us to copyright, that we owned the music. No, he was holding the file to the music. So once we got ready to get signed, we had 3 songs that they wanted to sign us for, because they wanted to put those on the album right off rip. But they needed the file to that music, because any record label that's gonna sign you want the publishing rights, right, to publish your album. So they asked us, did we own it? And we said, yes, we own the copyright. We had the copyright papers there. And we told them straight up, yeah, we own our own music. They were like, do y'all have a file to y'all music? And we were like, what you mean by the file? We were dumb to the music.
I was about to ask you the same question.
The file is where you put the music together, from the beat to the writing of the music to the lyrics of the music. Okay. That's the whole compilation file. We didn't have that part. Of course, I wrote my own music. Of course, I recorded in a studio. But when it was breaking down, the fact that I didn't own the studio itself, the file was in the studio. That person would have had to break it down. And see, people be thinking, okay, if they put my music on a disc drive or CD or whatever, that they think that that's it. No, a file don't even go on. A file is too big to go on those platforms. A file had to go on like a thumb drive or either a DVD back then. File is too big to put on something like that. And then you'll know if they download your file, because it's gonna take a long time. I'm talking about, so when we got down there, the people asked us, did we own our file? We told them, yeah, we own our music. They were like, no, let us break it down to you. Do you have the file to your music? And we was like, you gonna have to explain it to us. So
please.
That's what they did. So when they explained it to us what time it was, they turned around and told us, you don't have it, call the studio up, get your file to your music. Well, at least they need to verbally let you know right now that they're gonna get it to you and have it sent over to our studios. How about when we called a guy? He was a friend of mine too. He told me that he wanted a percentage. We had already paid him. I know he probably listening right now, but he told us that he wanted a percentage, and we was going to come up with a figure. And we were like, wait a minute. I'm not gonna mention the name, but we told him we already done paid you out for our music. We thought we had our file. So this is nothing that we should be discussing. Go ahead and give us the file so we can go and get signed with this deal.
Yeah.
He was like, no, you're gonna have to offer me a percentage out the deal y'all get. The company told us no. He messed up a major deal for us because he wouldn't do it. To this day, we probably would have been rich because the people that we was dealing with Ludacris and all those other big artists.
Yeah.
So that was a major deal we got messed up on. They continued to let us stay down in the High Tower Hotel, pay for our dinner and all that kind of stuff, but they did not sign us because we did not own the rights to that music that we had did, in which that's the music that they wanted on the CD. That's how come a lot of these people today, when I be asking them, they be like, I got this music, I got that music. Yeah, but do you own the file to your music? Did you go in the studio and you actually pay the producer of your music, and did the producer give you a file? Because you don't realize something. If that song is the song that the record label liked it, and that's what they want to, that's the song they want to sign you for, they're not gonna sign you if you don't own the file to it, because that's 9 times out of 10 that's the song that they are gonna want to put on the album. T-Pain they own it, they own studio. That's how come people don't realize. They be like, well, T-Pain got signed out to Tallahassee. Yeah, but T-Pain them owned it, they own studio. That mean that song that they did on Sprung and all the rest of them, they owned the files to those music. So they was able to show them, not only do I produce, but I keep the file to my own music.
Wow.
That's how come if you'll notice, he was on so many people songs.
Quick, yeah, real quick.
Because they knew he was a producer and they knew he knew the business part of it. But the brains behind him was his daddy. Yeah. So that's why you need somebody, when you're in the music business, you need somebody coaching you along that know the business part of it. Because you can have 20, 30 songs that a lot of people like, and they around here playing, but you'll never get a deal if you don't own the file to that music.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
You just dropped, I did you know that?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, I go to Trak House. I record a song that's on fire. Big Bad Harold made the beat.
Yes.
Somebody, people here is blowing up. Like you say, we get invited somewhere to get signed. We have to have a file from Trak House.
From Trak House itself, got to put together a file for you, or you don't own that music. Yeah, you'll be listed on the copyright papers, true enough, but you are not. Now, you'll have ground to stand if it was a lawsuit or something involved, saying that was my music too. But if they holding the files to that music, that means that for now on, like if somebody want to use that music, you can't do anything about it. They'll just they'll haul off, make you sign something off where you gonna sign off for, say that, well, I get a percentage of my song, but they gonna own it. You remember when they was up there talking about Michael Jackson owned it, the Beatles compilation? I
remember hearing something like that, yeah.
He had bought it. That's what they meant. He was owning the files to their music.
The original copies.
The original copies to the music. So that means that he had the breakdown of the songs and everything. That means that, okay, yeah, of course the Beatles for now on would probably get paid a percentage, but they had no say-so.
Or whatever he wanted to do with the music.
Whatever he wanted to do with the music for now on, he could do it. They just would have to accept the percentage of whatever they were going to get out of it.
There's so many people, especially in our communities, chasing that dream that I guarantee you they had no idea.
No way they knew.
They have no clue. And I'm going to be honest with you, because I ran into a lot of artists that was getting favors from the producers and stuff like that right there, because they didn't understand. Producer can bring you in there and record your music all they want. And yeah, it might be on a thumb drive or whatever, you don't put it on to listen to it, where you could download it and all that kind of stuff. But long as they still holding the file, they own your music.
How do you get the file from them? If you recorded in their studio?
First of all, they are not going to tell you. This is something that you have to know. You have to know before you step out of that studio, hey, let me get my file.
Yeah.
And if you don't ask them, and if they don't give it to you, you don't own that music.
The guy at the studio, the owner of the studio.
The owner of the studio actually own your music. You don't went in there and recorded, done paid them and everything. But if you could let them continue to hold your file, you don't own your music.
So it'll be best if you walk in there with a thumb drive and say, hey, look here, put everything we do.
Exactly. That's what you have to do.
And take it out every time.
Yeah. But see, that's when it comes to having someone you can trust. That's how come, when everybody be going in everybody's studios, and man, I went to this studio. Okay, if you want to own your file, you have to go to someone you can trust to know that that person will put your file on your thumb drive, whatever you brought in there with, so they can download it. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's a tricky game, man. It's a business too, to the point that you got producers feel like that artist might blow up. So if you don't ask for your file, they ain't gonna tell you.
That was a good gem you just gave,
Man, I'm trying to. Man, that was a diamond, brother.
Yeah. I don't.
You understand what I'm talking about? That was a
like,
diamond.
Trust me, man. I'm the type of person that I studies everything. I don't be on Facebook just to be on Facebook. They don't even realize I be studying Facebook to learn how they built Facebook. I don't be on Twitter or YouTube just to see what videos they upload. I be learning how to build it. I done already built one of them already. You can even look it up when you get a chance. I done already owned a social networking site that was blowing up that was actually competing with Facebook and all the rest of them. But to make a long story short, the Big Wheel sent some stuff in there. I'm not gonna say in particular because I don't know who might have did it, but viruses were sent in there. And the fact that I didn't have enough knowledge, it was in 2012 that I built it. Matter of fact, ITT Tech helped build the face of it for me. But I owned a social networking site that had a Twitter in it, a Facebook in it, had a YouTube and all that in it. And it was doing real well. Even Amazon with in it. It's called debatesy.com. You can pull it up when you get a chance. But I still own it, but I had to take it down. And it will be relaunched in the next couple of months.
Brother, like I say, I told Harold, and I told you, man, I usually have questions, you know what I mean, that I ask people, but I knew this conversation was going to be, you know what I mean?
Yes,
it's just so much stuff that we can get into.
Yes, sir.
Like I say, you even described already where the motivation came from. You described where the athletics and the boxing came from. I took Taekwondo myself when I was.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, understand what I'm saying?
And you'll find out that it come in very handy for you.
Hey, hopefully them natural instincts kick in when I need it. You understand what I'm saying? 'Cause, hey, right now the shape that I'm in and the age that I'm at, bro, I probably got about 2-3 minutes.
But
you understand what I'm saying?
But trust me, the fact that you know it, it can come in handy in a situation.
I feel you. Brother, let's go with the politics. You recently ran for
Superintendent of the school.
Superintendent of the school. What was the motivation behind that, brother?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Even though I had the background, the business knowledge,
The education.
the educational, and all that was not the drive for me to run. I was just seeing how our school system was ran, and what I mean by that is business-wise. And business-wise, you got an area like Gaston County, which is growing, but at the same time, you're growing in numbers when it comes to the economics. But then you downsizing in the schools.
Makes sense.
It don't make sense at all. You don't see Tallahassee downsizing in school. Every school that they had 30, 40 years ago is still up. So that means that you got a dying area. What I mean by that is, it might be growing in numbers and people, but the way the overhead is looking, they're looking at it's a dying area to them. That means that nothing is coming out of it. And so people are looking at me like, what is he gonna bring to the table? He just running a boxing gym, or he doing this with the boxing, or doing that. Where's the education to come from? They don't realize something. Running an area like right there don't depend. See, I had the education, but they was figuring, okay, he can't do it because he's, he have a background in boxing. But what they don't realize is every business that I have, from Federation Boxing to Combo to Quincy Fighting Tigers to Dragon Burns to all the businesses that I have, I started all of them from the ground. That means that take business knowledge.
Right.
Okay. At that particular time, and even now, the school board needed somebody that can get in there, that can start it from the ground and put a foundation up under because it's shaky. That means that, okay, if you need the grant department strong to bring in the right grants, you need a finance department that is strong, that can really keep an eye on the finances. You need a computer tech system that is ran the proper way. You need an educational system that is ran the proper way. And what it is, if you don't have all these people in there, you bring in somebody that can probably train these people in these areas. You don't fire them. You just bring in somebody that can train them so they can be properly educated in how to do it. Right now, they talking about combining these schools. Why? Why? You been downsizing ever since maybe 2004. You done got rid of all of these schools that could have still been operating and looking nice if you'd have been able to go out and get the funding. If you got the proper education going on, and not just that, we in 2024. We're in an area now where not only is education important, but a child learning business ethics, how life skills. All of this need to be included in school. People are like, oh, he talking crazy and all that kind of. No, I'm not talking crazy. That's very important. You don't want your child just to say that, Mama and Dad, I make good grades anymore. We're in a different era now. You want your child to haul off and be able to be a business person in school before they even graduate. You want your kid to haul off and say, Mama, I know how to design a website while they in school. Mama, I know how to design clothing while I'm in school. You don't want. I'm talking about. And see, overhead already knew, like, okay, they stuck in this football, basketball, different sports. No, that is not. That is important in a certain degree. But you want to be able to be that person that can say, I own the football team.
Amen.
I own the basketball team.
Amen.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about, see, I'm on a different level when it comes to that kind of stuff. So they couldn't see the concept I was coming from. That's the concept I wanted to bring to the school.
Yeah.
Okay, if you telling me that we only have $2 million in the budget at the school, and then all that got to be played out through the teachers, through the administrators, no, I'm wondering why we ain't got $100 million in the budget. You see what I'm talking about? We in 2024. Why we ain't got $100 million budget? Why the parents got to get out and do boosters and all that kind of stuff to buy uniforms for all that kind of stuff when we should be getting that kind of funding? Because if you putting out that kind of energy in a school, what I mean by you got this going on, you got that going on, you got this going on. Oh man, these kids right here, we got all these kids graduate from top schools. Not just FAMU, FSU, but we got kids going to Harvard, all that kind of stuff. Man, you got money flooding in from different directions. You even got people probably like entertainers say, hey, I want to donate to that school. It's a public school, but guess what? You ever heard when some entertainers, like when they graduated, then they go on to become big, they be like, well, I came back to my school and I donated money. You want that, but we in 2024. Why should we have kids graduating that don't go on and become entertainers and business people and high powerful people in these areas? People didn't realize that's what I was trying to do. You shouldn't have no every blue moon, every 20 years you might have somebody graduate. Well, you know, they went on and they did this here, they made that. No, we should have hundreds and thousands of kids study coming out, flooding the industry and making it big in all these different areas. That's what I was trying to do. They didn't realize why a lot of people was coming against me and said, no, don't vote for Richard Byrne. They had people coming all out the woodwork, don't vote for Richard, because they knew I was trying to change the system.
I was going to ask you what the support was like. What was the support like when...
My family was the one supporting me. I barely had support. Most of the finances was me. I barely had support because people didn't understand what I was coming from. They was talking about... They was flooding the internet talking about he's just a boxer, he just do this, he do that. No, Richard Burns is a businessman. Boxing is just one of the things I do.
So they were just reading the cover.
They was reading the cover. They started publicizing. Okay, here you got this guy that's working in the school system. You got this guy that's working in the school system. Then you got this guy that's just running a boxing gym. What can this boxer bring to the table? Boxer now, not businessman.
Yeah.
But what can this boxer bring to the
Yeah.
table that this educator can't bring to the table?
Right.
First of all, not downsizing what that person done did, because that person done went to FSU and this person is an educator. But at the same time, you need to look into my background instead of saying boxer, because I'm more than a boxer. I have a business right now, Combo. You can look at a combination of mixed boxing organization that is running neck and neck with USA Boxing right now, which is owned by billionaires. I have this business, the only black man in America with this business. They see, wasn't looking at all that. They don't even know this. You looking at the fact that I done boxed.
Right.
So you overlooking my business skills. And it takes somebody that have business knowledge to run the superintendent of schools right now. That business, that building, because first of all, like I said, in the next few years, the way they keep downsizing, private schools are going to take over the area.
Do you think that's a good or a bad thing?
To be honest with you, at this particular time, it could be bad and good. And the reason I can say that because we already headed in that direction.
Okay.
So you can't do anything about it now. People are wondering, okay, is you gonna throw your head into the race? No, I'm not, because I tried to stop what was getting ready to happen. I told y'all that they were gonna downsize the schools again. And now you're only gonna have the one high school and have this one school that's gonna house all of those people in a big old growing county like Gaston County. What kind of sense that make? What kind of sense that make?
But for the ones that can afford it, they can go to a private school.
Yeah, but guess what? Your kid can get kicked out of private school any given day, and you can't do anything
Oh
about it
yeah.
in a
Oh
private
yeah.
school.
Oh yeah.
True.
Because private is a private entity.
Right.
Do what they want.
They can
Right.
do what they want.
Right.
That means if they don't like how your kid's hair look, your kid is out of there.
And it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
That's what they was working on in the first place. Yeah, they hate me because I was exposing it, but at the same time, it's not about exposing. It's about trying to make sure that these kids are properly educated, and not just properly educated, but every child supposed to surpass their parents.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Not supposed to be behind them.
Right.
All I want to do is make sure our kids is surpassing their parents, and not just the parents, but surpassing certain errors and not going back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I was trying to do.
You know, me and Harold, we talk about, you know, we believe that that in order for our community to survive, we are going to have to laser focus on the youngest group of people within our community
Exactly.
and make them one of the greatest generations that the planet's ever seen, ever witnessed before.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's going to take, you know, thinking
Yes.
like what you was talking about. But like I was trying to tell you, even with support, they'll just write you off and discredit you. It's crazy. Hey,
They will.
man, you ain't nothing but a boxer. Hey, y'all boys ain't nothing but podcasters.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Hey, y'all ain't doing nothing but talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
You get what I'm saying?
But-
And you go with the same, so what you expect to get.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you got your home, and you have your own hometown doing this,
Oh, man,
discrediting what you can do.
reach on it. Like I said, man.
So you know when you have that, going on around you, all that negative energy, you know you have to feed from the energy on the outside. Like what y'all doing. Like of course you might have some people in your own area that discredit and say they ain't gonna make it, and pray upon your downfall.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh yes, sir.
So basically,
Say a prayer before they go to bed every night.
say a prayer on your downfall.
Oh, yeah.
Before they go to bed at night. I even had somebody to tell me when I dropped the there's no lie, I was reading on the internet when I had did the song Bluetooth Love. And I was reading a lot of nasty comments. One comment said, "Why don't he just die?"
Crazy.
Damn.
Crazy.
Don't know me from Adam Apple.
Right.
Don't know me personally. But you just see that I'm another person trying to make it. And you hate my drive so much that you'll rather see me dead than to see me succeed. That's the kind of nonsense we be living.
Oh
on.
yeah. Definitely.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that person that actually made that comment probably could have lived right down the street from you. You understand what I'm
To
saying?
be honest with you, this the truth. I read and didn't even look to see who it was because I didn't care.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that I'm gonna live my life regardless of what you do, and I'm gonna go on and succeed in what I'm doing. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, brother. And I was talking to her about this. You know what I'm saying? When you see when I seen you at the showcase, I said, man, I know this guy. One of the things that I admire and respect about your brother is your drive.
No,
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
it, appreciate it.
Talking about, like I say, you into so much. I'm like, man, this brother, and like I say, you ain't got as much gray hair as I got. You understand what I'm saying?
Because
Hey,
I don't let stuff hurt me.
Right.
Not because of that. I feel like in your situation, it's probably genetics.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yes.
It's genetics. I don't think that has nothing to do with that right there. But
Right.
far as I'm concerned, when it comes to me, see, I know me personally.
Yeah.
I just don't let things ruin me like that. I don't let finances ruin me. I don't let relationships ruin me. I don't let the things that's going on around me ruin me. Like when they was flooding the internet with a lot of those nasty comments, they didn't realize that kind of stuff inspired me. So they might have been quiet, because now with you being quiet, that'll kill my drive.
Yeah.
I needed the nasty comments and the negative
Keep
things.
going, yeah.
They don't realize I feed off of that right now.
Yeah.
And it make me say, okay, since they feel that way, you watch what I got next.
Yeah.
I'm talking, they don't realize that's the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem to be the type of person that set your mind on a goal and go, and don't worry about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't look back.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? Most people are worried about, man, how we gonna get there? I gotta save up enough money. I gotta do this, and you tell them, hey, look here, brother. Ain't gonna never be a perfect time to do what it is that you got to do. You just got to go get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, man, that I realized. It don't take money to do anything. Do you know that your idea alone is money?
True.
Absolutely.
Your idea is money.
Absolutely.
That means that somebody gonna pay you for your idea.
Your thoughts.
For your thoughts. And once I realized that concept growing up, I knew right then I didn't need no money to start anything that I wanted to do. All I needed to have was the inspiration, the idea, and to go forward with it. And the money was gonna come. Because I'm gonna tell you what I did one time. This was in 2000, and by 2000, that's when I bought my first house. But after I bought it, I was dead broke. And I was like, whoa, what? I was like, but I want to be a boxing manager.
Right.
I said, I'm gonna be up there with all these millionaires and all this kind of stuff. I was like, how in the world am I gonna sell myself on these people? Because I said, they ain't gonna want to talk to me. I said, first of all, I'm young. I said, they gonna look at me as this young boy and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I got it. I need to look like I'm a millionaire, right? So I said, but I can't spend that kind of money because I don't have that kind of money.
Right.
I went in, and I'm gonna tell people, I went in, I think it was It's Fashion at the time. It's Fashion had some silk shirts.
Right.
Like they were kind of like the shirt I got on now, but they had little lines, silver lines or something in it, little different lining in it. And I bought red ones, blue ones, white ones, different kind, right? So I had like some different jeans and stuff, like a couple of white ones, black ones, white, long story short. So I said, what I'm gonna do is, now I need like different shoes that I wear. I said, but I don't want to spend that much. Kid you not, I probably bought shoes, maybe about $20 shoes.
Right.
I would go places like Roses or something like that there.
Yeah.
When they had like them discounts.
Yeah.
And I would get stuff like that right there. But then I said, now I need something to signify. So I went to, for some reason I had to go to Tampa for something. And I seen a money belt.
Oh, what is it?
A money belt.
Okay.
It was a money belt. They had the big money signs. I still have my belts too. They had the big money signs around them.
Right.
The belts cost me $25 a piece, and I knew it was gonna break me. But I said, but in the long run, I'm gonna make this money back, right?
Yeah.
So I bought the money belts, and so I went to call around. I said, all I need is one person to believe in me. So I was just selling myself. I was like, how would Don King do this here?
Yeah.
So I went to tell him I had a stable of fighters and da da da. So The first gig I had, they paid for all my fighters to fight out of town.
Mm-hmm.
They paid for me, all my fighters. And one of the biggest breaks I had was in Savannah, Georgia, that was offering more money. And when I came down and I stepped out with that uniform on, right? The uniform that I told you I put together.
Yeah.
And these shirts that I bought were $4 a piece, $3 and $4 a piece.
Right.
Yeah, the pants I paid maybe $10 for them, right?
Yeah.
When I tell you the millionaires seen me and they thought I was rich,
Yeah.
What? Oh,
They-
$50 outfit.
less. They thought I was rich. So they was like, so when I walked in the building, they automatically knew that was the one they was talking to on the phone. Like I separated myself from the boxers.
Right.
Like the boxers, yeah, they was nice, you know what I'm talking about? They boxers, but when I walked in there, they knew
They knew
that I
already.
was the manager
Yeah.
of them. They
Yeah.
walked straight up to me. They went negotiating with me for big money, for more money, and stuff like that right there. And to make a long story short, man, one time in particular, when I walked in the building, I was getting ready to sit somewhere right with the boss. They was like, no, come on. You supposed to be sitting over here with the promoters.
Yeah.
Come on, with all the promoters. So, man,
Yeah.
you wealthy like the rest of us.
Yeah.
And I said, that concept got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole concept,
Just the look.
just the look.
Yeah.
I played the part.
Right.
And I convinced them that I had money like that.
Right.
And until this day,
Yeah.
the fact that I was able to do that, I was able to get in cahoots with all those people. Man, I done been out there with people like Mayweather and them. I done been out there with Roy Jones. Roy Jones done invited me down to the gym so many times. And I'll never forget when I went to, he invited me to a boxing event one time that he was promoting. And when I walked in the door, he said, man, I've been looking for you.
Yeah.
Do you know how I feel? I'm talking about you got a guy that's worth $20, $30, $40 million to tell you that he been looking for you.
This Roy Jones.
That's Roy Jones.
Oh man.
That I've been looking for you. You know, he expecting you to be there.
Yeah.
And so, you know.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Him and Mike, my favorite two boxers, man.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Man, that's what's up. We just had Duke. Duke was talking about, you know, you can't wait till you become a star to start acting like a star.
No, you had to walk in it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you had to believe that you are that.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
you don't
sir.
wait till you start walking in it.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what y'all doing right now.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
you already there. You see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about. I was looking at some people that was person that interviewed Mike Tyson just the other day because you know he getting ready to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Right?
Right.
I'm sitting in here, y'all got AC, y'all in the high tower building. The guy that interviewed Mike Tyson
Yeah.
didn't even have AC.
Right.
Mike took off his shirt in the interview process. I'm talking about because he was burning up. You know what I'm talking about? He snatched off his shirt and was laying on and said, "Woo, it's hot, man. It's hot. It's hot."
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm talking about y'all already impressed me. And if you are, and trust me, the fact that you impress me, you impress anybody out there. You ain't got to worry about me getting naked and all that kind of stuff. Y'all got AC. Y'all got AC all up in here. It's feeling good.
That's what's up, man. So your community looks at you as a boxing manager.
Yeah, they look at me as a boxing manager. Don't get me wrong now. That's what they wanted to see me as. But I done surpassed any of that in their minds by now. Now pretty much they might be looking at me like, oh, dang, he done did this.
Yeah.
He done did that. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you got some that might feel happy. No, but you know, at this point, I didn't care no way.
Right.
You know, because I'm the kind of person like that right here. I talk to everybody. You know, I talk to everybody. So even if I seen you on Facebook bashing me, I still walk up to you and speak.
Right.
Because I done walked up to so many of them that they don't even know. They might wasn't even like a friend of mine or anything on Facebook, but I would see them on the street after I seen it on other pages that they were bashing me and stuff like that, and walk straight up to me, speaking, and I didn't never even read a comment.
Right. Yeah. Show love.
Yeah.
I tell you this right here. I tell, you know, especially family members, but you know what I'm saying, anybody that I care about, I tell them this. No matter what you go through in life or what you've been through in life, you can either use it as fuel to propel you or dirt to bury you.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
And I don't
And
believe in that.
you've definitely taken all of that, brother, as fuel
Oh yeah.
to propel you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get into what is it, John?
Yeah, John.
Now you in the directing.
Yeah, and movie producing, and I write all my own movies, and I produce them. But just like everything else, you can't do everything alone.
No.
When it comes to certain things, yes, I can build a foundation. You know what I'm talking about? But then I bring in a team of people, because I'm the type of person like this right here. Just like I feel like God gave me a chance. Like anybody that I feel like is giving me that good energy and really want to see me succeed like that right now, I want to give them the same thing. So if I can open up doors for people with the movies that I'm doing, I will.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm that kind of person. Like you know, like we're in an area, man. You don't have where you see people producing movies that done got deals.
Right.
You know, you don't have that. So if you got people that's that finally done did it, why not give people opportunities? You know what I'm talking about? So you got people that I done walked around on the street and seen, and they could act, they could do this and they can do that. Okay, now you have a new production company, Dragon Burns Promotion, that done set up shop in Gaston County, that is gonna open up doors for actors, actresses, producers, writers, directors, the whole nine y'all, even people that can do wardrobes, makeup artists. We getting ready to open up those doors for any of those people now, cause we trying to do something major.
Yeah.
We trying to start this big old foundation, in which we done already started it. We are now on our third movie. John is in the editing process right now, and it will be out hopefully sometime soon. Our next movie, we already done started filming, and we trying to do at least 10 movies or more this year. We got a 3-year distribution deal, so we working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be open to working with, other writers, you know what I mean? That's some inspiring writers that want to write movies and things like that.
Yes, actually, a film company reached out to me not too long ago, and they already have movies that's already out. They have been doing things. They're ahead of me, and they say they want to work with us in the future and stuff like that. And when it comes to producing, I look at a lot of different producers, and I look at some of the ones and be like, okay, that's the ones that's kind of like me. Right now, I see the Ice Cubes, and which really inspire me, because I seen they come from the rap industry and jumped into producing just like I did. Then I look at people like Stephen King, them, and all those kind of people. Those people came a long time ago, but then I looked at how they could turn a concept and make it big. Like if you go back and you look at Silver Bullet, Silver Bullet was not shot on a big budget, but it's a classic.
Yeah.
Right.
You look at Friday, was not shot on a big budget, but it's a classic. And the areas that they been shot these movies in, that mean that they only choose so many areas to shoot these movies in. And then I look at people like Marcus Houston them, and which drop 2-3 movies a month. That's the work ethic that we trying to get on. Where when you look up, we flood the streaming companies with our movie. Am I worried about putting a movie on the big screen? No, I'm not. Because we're in an era now where a lot of things don't change. A lot of people ain't going to movies like they used
Streaming.
to. Yeah, streaming done took over.
Yeah.
So what I'm looking forward to is not just putting movies on these streaming companies, but owning our own streaming company one day. That's what I'm trying to look up. The network that own the streaming company. We looking into all that right now. I'm already in the third movie. I'm already checking into all of this. Yeah, I'm not just stopping at producing movies.
Right.
I want to own the streaming company that put the
Absolutely.
movies out there.
I'm
but
glad
yeah.
you're thinking like that. I'm glad.
Oh, yeah.
that's how I'm thinking.
Cause we need more of that. We have talked about that multiple times. That get into ownership. We don't really own anything as far as our culture. We need to start owning some stuff, man. We highly talented. We do a little bit of everything, but we don't own that.
And that's what I look into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to be this person, but I gotta say it. We be the first ones to either want to tear it down or burn it down when we see a brother
Doing
You understand what I'm saying? We want to discredit every damn thing.
Of course,
man.
because I ain't gonna lie. When I first put the poster up there and said that it's a Bluetooth Love movie coming out that we filming, Oh, I had so many negative comments.
Oh my God.
I read so many and coming from us.
Yeah.
So many negative comments, bashing and da. Now, Bluetooth Love is out there as a movie and is on these different streaming companies, and we got a 3-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can bash all you want.
Yeah.
You weren't gonna stop anything.
But then they'll turn around and say, "That man, that's my partner, man. I know he from down the way where I'm at." No, you was just dogging me, man.
You were just dogging me.
Yeah.
I seen all of it. I seen so many posts, and to be honest with you, like I'm a person now that come from, I'm a person that's pretty well known by a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So people will come up to me and tell me even if I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And they were doing this. They
It's
were
gonna
doing
get back
that.
to you.
It got back to me. Yeah, but I was like, okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Let them keep bashing me. Onto when Bluetooth Love hit these streaming companies and be for sale, and then it's all in their face. Then what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we at that point now.
Mm-hmm.
Bluetooth Love is out. Bluetooth Love got a 3-year deal, and now we got so other many movies that we are pushing and we getting out there. So who cares?
Yeah.
I was listening. Matter of fact, I posted something on my wall on Facebook with Tyler Perry talking about the same thing. He done went through that.
Mm-hmm.
People were bashing him. Matter of fact, the industry even be bashing it.
Yeah.
About the stuff he doing. He never won an award for any of his movies, but his movies grossing more than any of the other movies that's out there. But he even never won an award for his movies. He was saying like sometimes he would go into Oscars and be like, how did that win an award? And then he walk out and all this kind of stuff. So people like him, I listen to what he be saying and I know where he come from and things like that. So I'm like, okay, if people like him was getting bashed, then who am I?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Here it is. This guy right here done built the empire.
Yeah.
And with the direction that we heading in.
Yeah.
He'd already been there, done that. So he done got bashed along the way. So who am I? I know I'm gonna get bashed. And the first people to bash you is your own hometown.
That's true.
They the first one gonna bash you. So so that's how I feel about things.
Ain't that crazy how that worked though? You come from a small town, man. I come from Apalachicola, Florida. That's where I'm from.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're not from Gaston County.
Huh?
You're not from this area.
Well, I'm from right over there. Yeah.
No.
I'm not from Tallahassee.
From Tallahassee, but I'm just saying,
Yeah. Like I said, now Apalachicola is a bit different. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy how we can be from these small communities, and instead of hey, look here, man, you got a cheering section. You know what I'm saying? Mainly it's your family, but you sometimes get so much hate. From the very people that you want to help.
Yeah.
I know it is. It's crazy. Now you know what? When I got ready to when I first started boxing promote, I wanted to build a gym. I started looking for a building like front side street and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, man, I ain't got that kind of money to get no building front side street or anything like that. So. Man, I walked out the door behind my house, and it was an old house that used to sit there, and our family owned it, and God that's your gym, that's your boxing gym right there, rent free. Just put a little work into it, and that'll be your boxing gym. That little old gym took us everywhere. I put it right in that little gym. I started all my businesses out of that I started my first businesses out of that little old gym.
Right.
And the boxing promoters, all those big people that I was talking to didn't know that's where we was out of.
Right.
They didn't have to see
Yeah.
where we were training out of. Know what I'm talking about?
A mustard seed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. Nina is the movie you got coming. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, that's the name of the movie that we getting ready to that we already done start filming. We done filmed a little bit of it already. But yeah, it's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good. And the more we do these movies, like right now we're on a smaller budget right now. But the more we do them, the more they'll grow. The budget will get bigger.
Yeah.
After a while, you're gonna start seeing more effects, more this and that and other.
Yeah.
You start just like everything else. We didn't start in this here with no big old slew of distribution deals, like running, like throwing at us. We had to work our way. into it. Like we got a distribution deal, but at the same time, we still on a little budget. You know what I'm talking about? Until the money just go to flowing like that'll put back into these movies. After a while, they gonna look at these movies like, whoa, I don't see no difference in this than a Tyler Perry movie. I don't see no difference in this than a Stephen King movie.
Yeah, some from Paramount or Universal.
That's what they gonna see after a while. Right now, they can just enjoy the ones we doing.
Right.
And they gonna see the growth.
Yeah.
As we go along.
And you get to sharpen your skills. Everybody do.
Sharpen skills. Even the actors.
Yeah.
All these actors was first time actors that did Bluetooth Love. Now guess what? Now they got a movie up under their belt.
Yeah.
They got a deal.
Yeah.
So now it won't be like introducing.
Right.
So this person an actor now.
Right.
This person an actress now. My mama even in my movies. My mama started her acting career at 71. You know what kind of inspiration that gave me to know that I could make my mama dream come true at 71 years
That's really
age.
Right.
You know what kind of blessing that is?
Oh, man,
my mama probably thought that was a lifetime.
Right.
Yeah. You know, away. You know, light years away. You know, like I'll never be into something like that. I'll never get a chance to people see me out on TV doing. Man, I'm talking about that feels so good.
Yeah.
That was just like I was giving my mama $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm talking about so she could see herself on the big screen.
On the big screen.
People looking at her from different countries and saying, I seen you in the movie. Man, that feel good to know that I could do that for my 71-year-old mama.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what's up, man. When you talk about growth, you know what I mean? Even with what we're doing right now. Could you imagine this? You understand what I'm talking about? You know, it's good to see growth and improvement.
It is, man.
Like you were just saying, you know, you reinvest and it gets better and it gets bigger, you know, and you need that drive and you need that focus because of the doubters throwing rocks at you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? People trying to, you know, stunt your growth, talk bad about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get people not to mess with you.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, understand what I'm talking about?
Oh, man.
You need those character traits.
Man, let me tell you.
That's within you.
Do you know when I was running for election, man, I was getting death threats?
Oh, no, man.
It went deep. It went real deep till I actually had to bring in the FBI. Yeah, I had to bring in the FBI.
That's ridiculous, man.
Because I was getting death threats, bite, threatening to kill me, threatening to kill my family. That mess was horrible. And so it let me knew that I was actually doing something right. Because I'm like, no other candidate is having these problems.
Yeah.
Nobody but me. So why am I having these problems? Because they see me as the one that's going to change things.
Yeah. You're going against the grain.
I'm going against the grain.
Yeah.
Because, see, I did not run as a Democrat. I did not run as a Republican.
Yeah.
I ran as an independent.
Yeah.
So they didn't know what my views was. They didn't know which side I was on. So I received these death threats all the way through my campaign and passed it. Even when I was doing Bluetooth Love, they were still talking about killing me. Yeah. The FBI had to come in, man, and they never would tell me who it was, but it had to be something serious. They wouldn't give me no names.
Dang.
All you needed was a support of your community.
That was it. The
very people that you're trying to help.
Very people. Well, you know, could have been some of the ones that wanted to off me or whatever. For whatever reason.
Someone that could have came and instead of talking about killing you, working with you, you know what I mean? And say, hey, look here, man, you know what I'm saying? You in that position. Let me help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or think about something this way and we can make it better, so and so and so.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't really care for being no superintendent of schools because I know that confine you. You know, once you're the superintendent of school, that confines you right there.
Yeah, priority number one.
I have never been the kind of person that want to sit at no desk. I'm talking about like that right there. So they didn't realize something. If I'd have seen some of the other people that was running candidates with some of those views that I had,
You would have supported them.
I would have just dropped out and supported them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have never jumped in the race, but I seen that it was going to continue on like it's been doing.
Yeah.
And go in the direction that it done went in. I didn't see no one that had those kind of views. So I wasn't going to get up there and support them because I'm like, okay, once that person out, this person in, it's going to be the same thing. And the school going to continue to go downward. So they don't realize something. I wanted to support somebody else because I didn't want to put myself out there like that. But I didn't see nobody that had those views that wanted to change some things, really change some things. And not just somebody saying, oh, we're going to get in here, our grade going to go. That's all fine and good. But what else you going to do with these kids? Man, I've seen kids that graduated valedictorian with working regular jobs one day or get into college and flunk out.
Oh, yeah.
So grades are not just the main focus anymore. You got to teach these kids business ethics, life skills. I'm talking about you got to teach them not just to be on their phones, learn how to build a phone.
Develop those character traits.
Exactly.
We talked about that. Me and Fox and talked, and some of my other partners talked about it. You need a school that's like that. That's kind of like that question he was asking about the private schools. If we had a private school that was geared towards that actually helped kids, that'd be great.
Yeah.
You know.
But the private schools are not the ones in Gadsden County.
True. But just in general, they teach those life skills. It's not all about just the grades.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just about the grades.
No, it's not.
It's not just about the grades.
Yeah.
So I didn't see that happening. You know what? I be listening to stories of Tupac and Jada and all those kind of people, and then you find out that they had this in their school. You know, like they had they could take up hike there and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, why can't our schools have it?
Exactly.
You see what I'm talking about? Why can't our schools have?
They had the opportunity.
Exactly. Why can't our schools have studios in it? You got people that can sing. You know what I'm talking about? You got writers. Why can't we have these kids in there putting their skills? But by the time they finish high school, they already a director.
Man, I'm trying.
They already are artists that can run a company
and know the business.
And know the business. That's what I want to put in the school system.
Yeah. Richard, what's on the horizon for you, good brother?
Let me break it down. We have Dragon Burn Promotion, which is a company that started out promoting professional boxing events.
Okay.
We done extended it. Now we are a movie production company in which we gonna produce so many movies. That's what we plan to do in the future. We trying to build an empire where we gonna eventually own our own networks. We gonna be big after a while. We gonna be big and we gonna keep it going. When it comes to my boxing, we have a combination of mixed boxing organization. We are trying to spread out more throughout the United States and even have branches in other countries. Combinations is our amateur and kickboxing sanctioning body association, in which we are going to have it big. It's going to be big. It'll not only be in Florida, but we trying to branch out through all the states and like in other countries. Now that's what we're trying to do for that one. Federation Boxing Association, that's a belt company that people fight for the belts.
Okay.
We done had one fighter to fight for the belt already. We trying to have it where when you look on TV, you got so many fighters fighting for our belts after a while. I'm talking about people they didn't even know we were going to have a sanctioning body like that one day. But we got a sanctioning body where people will be looking at our belt and saying, that person is the new world champion. And we're going to change the concept of how they do it. We're going to change the ranking system. People from all genders going to be able to really be like, they going to feel proud that they holding that belt. Because that belt going to hold more significant than some of them other belts going to hold. That's our goal with that one. Our wrestling company, we trying to be just like the WWE to the point that not just like the WWE, but we being a little more versatile. Don't get me wrong, they doing a great job now, WWE, and they doing their thing. They broaden their horizon. But we in a new era, and we feel like our company is going to be a part of that new era, that you're going to be seeing all kind of things. I don't want to disclose a lot of things that we got planned, because when I look up, they'll probably have it. I'm talking about so, but that's another thing. As far as my website, I'm relaunching it, and it will be back up in the next few months or so. That's my social networking site, and it's called debatesy.com. Now, I might debate and might change the name. I don't know yet, but people probably won't even know the one on it.
Right.
Yeah. Last time I had my name on it, and not just, it wasn't on the front, but it was in the back end.
Yeah.
When you look up Facebook, if you look it up on Google, you really don't see who owned it, but it's out in the media. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't really want people to know exactly who own it. So I'm gonna try to figure out how you go about doing that right now.
Me?
I want it to just to be a company that everybody clinging to. I don't need you to know that, okay, Richard Burns is such. No, you don't need to know all that.
All right.
You just need to know it's a great social media site that's out. Everybody loving it, and it got some things to offer. And I don't just want a social networking site where you can just jump on and have fun, but it might change your life and turn you into a millionaire.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
How can people get in contact with you, good brother?
They can get in contact with me through Dragon Burns Promotion, or they can get in contact with me through Allen RB93@yahoo.com.
Brother, I told you how.
Curveball. Can't let you get out of here without a curveball.
Can't let you get out of here without a curveball, good brother.
All right.
Is money power?
Money power?
Is money power?
Money power.
Is money power?
Knowledge power.
Bang.
Knowledge is the power. Money is just an object. But what you got up here, and let me say this here real quick. And the reason I'm going to say this right here, because you did throw me a curveball. But years ago, when I was getting my master's degree, I ended up with a nerve in my body that was making me feel like I had limited mobilities. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to, eventually I thought my walking ability was going to leave me. And even in my hands was like feeling real numb to the point that I couldn't stay on the computer typing a long time. And I'm like, I'm in the middle of getting my master's degree. And it was like God set me back and like, I'm putting you through this to show you.
GPS signal lost.
I'm putting you through this to show you that even in your body is just your temple, but your mind is where everything lies. So I'm saying this to say this right here. When everything else fails, your mind can still take you places that the money and your physical strength can't.
Yeah.
That means that now you know which one is the power. It's not the money, it's not your body, but it's what you got up here. That means that you can be paralyzed from the head down, and what you come out your mouth or what you can say, if people know what you talk about, it can be powerful.
Oh yeah, it can still change the world.
It can change the world.
Yeah.
Profound. Thank you for taking the time, good brother.
No problem.
Oh yeah.
Blessings today, tomorrow, and forever.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Oh yeah.
Till
You're
next,
listening to Holding in the Road.
till next time, everybody, y'all live right and play fair. Holla at us.
When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. Bullets with a badge, I'll never get a pass. We can see straight through your mask. You made of glass, homie. Just think before you do the dash, cause it might be your last. Lay you in that grass, face down. You shoulda put your hands up. I promise you the red, I got them hands.